What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eat a Car ENT. We're doing a quick Sunday job. I got this 97 Ford Escort in front of me. I fixed this car a few months ago. I put a new alternator on and I put new struts in the rear. So now, as you can see, it's a bunch of oil on the ground. The customer called me. The car is leaking oil from the oil filter. Oil filter was loose, which is right down there. If you can see it with the gold label on it. Is it gonna focus or what? There we go. That's the oil filter. So reach down there, loosen it, put a new one on. Then I'm cranking the car and it's still not starting. But I noticed there's a big ass hole in the oil pan right there. See that? So, but the car's still not starting. So before I change the oil pan, I just pulled the spark plug out. First off, I've never seen a spark plug this rusted, but they probably been in a car since he had the car, because this car has less than 100,000 miles on it. I think it has, because I know he said he bought it with I think 20,000 miles on it. Oh, now it has 101,162. When I put that alternator on it a few months ago and the struts, it only had 97,000 miles. So this car does get a good bit of use. He had it for a few years, bought it with 20,000 miles on it. So right now we have this compression test gauge kit. It's AutoZone loaner tool. If you don't know, AutoZone got loaner tools that you can purchase for, well, you pretty much pay for the tool, and then when you return it, you get your money back. But this is a compression tester kit made by OEM Tools. This is the part number 57138, or some stores might still go under the old part number, which is 27138, because AutoZone with the red boxes it would be 27, with the orange boxes it'll be 57. They changed all their part numbers for their OEM loaner tools. I only know that because I spent 4 years as a manager there, but that's beside the point. So I just pulled off this one and took out that spark plug. I'm about to screw this in, and then we're gonna test compression. Before I do any work, I want to make sure this engine still has good compression. I don't want to change the oil pan and then, do all this work for nothing. Because as you can see, the oil pan goes up and around the exhaust like on some BS. I don't know who designed this car at Ford, but I don't know who designed this car at Ford, but it's a pain in the ass. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop the video for a second, get this connected, get it twisted in, and then I'm gonna have to put the video on to record compression. I'm gonna see if my GoPro is charged. I'm gonna try and use my GoPro. All right, hopefully it doesn't move. Let's go give it a crank. Okay, so this is at about 100 PSI or whatever. I'm not sure if that's how low this is supposed to be, but we are going to move on. So Hold on. Alright. When it comes to tightening down spark plugs, there's no need to make them excessively tight. Damn. Come on. Alright. Oh, sorry. Y'all gotta give me a second. I need to use both my hands for this. I gotta get some leverage. Let me see. Fuck it. Don't want to grab the wire. There we go. Woo. Thing had a hole on that spark plug. Alright, so we don't get these mixed up. Then it would be a pain in the ass. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. This car doesn't have, what you call it? It doesn't go all over the place, so you can easily just trace 1, 2, 3, and 4 back to over here. And it tells you on top of the thing, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 with those. So this one, like number 1, is all the way over here. So as you can see, firing order, most cars usually 1 is on the passenger side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I mean, it's not, some cars you could mix it up and it's a nightmare, but that one I give them credit on. It makes it easy, and this is the easiest compression test I've had to do. So I lost the rubber for my 5/8 spark plug socket. Oops. So what I usually do is take the 14, stick it down in there. Since the 14 is narrow, I can pull the spark plug out. All these spark plugs smell like fuel, so you can tell the car's getting fuel. It's wet, so. But anyway, let's move on with this compression test. This is what I like to call process of elimination. You don't want to start a big job, get done with that big job, and the car not start. So I want to know this engine is still healthy before I go crazy. So let me put the camera down, screw this in, and then get back started with that compression test. All right, so we just cranked it. It's about 98-ish, close to 100. So I'm guessing the compression rate for this car is that low, because some cars go up to 160, 170. So anyway, I'm gonna look it up just to see, just to be sure, but that's what we got. Pretty much close to the same thing. So on to the next spark plug is rusted, and it's crazy because the wire set broke apart when I was attempting to pull it out. So I could fix it. These are the original Motorcraft ones. I can fix it, but I think, you know, if compression's good on all cylinders, I'm just gonna replace it. I'm just gonna have to eat that bullet. As a mechanic, shit like this happens. Most shops will charge the customer for it. But let me get this in and then test compression. Okay. Whoa. That's a big jump. That is a big jump. So this one we got 100. This one we got about 98. This one is about 118. Oh man, they're not supposed to be that far apart. Guys, I think this engine may be bad. The show must go on. Another rusted spark plug. Oh man, I don't even understand how this car was even running. Anyway, let's get this compression tested on the road. Okay guys, so this one has 0 compression, and I'm not sure if it's because it's the hole in the oil pan down there on this side, but it looks like this engine just might be bad. So we'll see. So I left my camera under the car recording. It died, but pretty much I got these 4 exhaust bolts off. So now I'm trying to get the 2 underneath the car off. I have to pull the exhaust pipe off in order to get the oil pan down. So we just went and got a cutoff wheel so I could cut those bolts off. And then got a fresh set of exhaust hardware. And then I'm hoping that the gasket is still good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it off pretty good, and then I'll use some cement, exhaust cement, to put it back together, so therefore it doesn't leak. But if the pan is good, we'll put the new one on, bolt it up, good to go. I mean, depending on if there's a ton of metal in the pan or not. But we bolt the new one up, check compression. Hopefully it has compression, and then, we'll go from there. But this job is big job. I wish I would have started at 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning like I wanted to, but I didn't get here till about 12:30. Right now it's pushing 4 o'clock. So right now we're trying to get an extension cord to plug that up so I can get underneath the car and cut off those exhaust bolts. But with that being said, I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so here we are. I had to drop the sub to get this oil pan off, and look at this carnage. So I'm not gonna slap the new one on. I just spoke to the customer. It's a bummer. And then I got the, as car was to call it, Teslong. Look at this. Oh, come on. Look at that. It's the top of the cylinder. That's a lot of, this is all a lot of carnage. So I did the compression test here. So all the shit. So I'm gonna put the oil pan back on, clean up my tools, and then I guess, I'm just gonna junk the car. It's messed up because 6 months ago, not even, just like 3 months ago, I put brand new struts on it. Brand new alternator. This car, the AC worked and everything. It only has 100,000 miles and this thing is clean. But, it was a car for his kid. The kid tore it up, but he got 4 years out of it and didn't pay much money for it. So that happened to the bumper. So, alright guys, well, I'm losing daylight, as you can see. It's pushing 6 o'clock. I gotta be home by 7. So I'm just gonna slap this gasket on here, bolt it back up, bolt the, I had to drop the cross member, bolt the cross member back up, bolt the exhaust back up, and then call it quits. That's the cat that's hanging, by the way. But let me get this button back up, and then I'll be back. What's up, everybody? It's your boy E, the car EMT. I thank you for watching this video. If you're still tuned in, one thing that I noticed when I was sitting here editing this video, I lost a lot of the footage. So that's why it went from me doing a compression test to me disassembling everything. I explained to the customer after the compression test that the engine was bad. The customer still insisted that I drop the oil pan, put the new one on, and try and get the car started. So we attempted to do that. Well, I dropped the oil pan so I can show him the damage. So once I dropped the oil pan and I showed him all the metal inside and explained to him this is why the engine wouldn't start, that's when he understood what I was trying to explain to him. He wanted to save the car, of course, because it was a beater, you know, but there's no saving that. And sometimes you may think it's something simple, but it could be a lot worse, or the other way around. But with that being said, I just wanted to put something out for you guys, and I'm going to try and get some more content out more frequently. So I appreciate everybody for being patient. If you're not subscribed, go and subscribe. And I hope everybody's having a great day, evening, whatever time of the day it is for you. All right. Peace.